And I must say I was really amazed how in such a short time we could arrange such a nice program and such nice music. Especially the music surprised me very much. I've never had such good poetry and such good music from the French. This time it was really remarkable. Why I have called you to talk to you, because I've had no time to talk to the French separately. I thought I'd better talk to you here. And you are so many. I'm very happy to see that. I must tell you that France has been the most difficult country for me to work out Sahaja Yoga. To begin with, we had Marie, who was in charge of the France Sahaja Yoga. And somehow or other, she found it impossible to manage things. When I came for lectures, there were so many people. But when I went away, they all attacked her very much. So every third month she used to telephone to me, "Mother, you come along, otherwise I'm going to give up Sahaja Yoga. I'm not going to work with them." Whenever I came here, they always used to tell me against her, she's like this, she's like that. And to such an extent that I told them, "Have you any replacement?" She was a very generous person. She had given her own house where I used to come and stay with her. And between me and her, we would pay for the hall, for all the arrangements, for advertisement. She paid part of the money. Of course I did pay, but she paid part of the money. But the criticism was so much that I could not understand that instead of going into Sahaja Yoga, learning about Sahaja Yoga, they were just criticizing her. That was their job. And she had a friend, she was a real good friend of hers. She also started misbehaving. So the person who was criticizing her was Alexander, very, very much. So I told that, all right, you become now the leader. Though Mari was a very deep person and was a real seeker and very truthful person. And she was very generous. And she never asked people for anything. But small things they would ask her, like where did you spend this money, who has done this. It was terrible, as if they were supporting her, you see. And I reached the conclusion that we have to change the leader. So I got Alexander because he was very critical of her. And then Alexander started staying here with his wife, who was Indian, but he was much worse. Hello. He started making money here, he bought a car out of that money, did all those things. No complaints for him, no complaints. Nobody complained, nobody told me that he was making money like this, nothing of that. Nobody criticized him even. The father-in-law of this, he came here and stayed with him. And he is an Indian. He came and told me that, "Mother, I'm really shocked. This Alexander is a cheat." And all the 5-6 who are living with him had joined hands with him. His wife also, she doesn't know what to do, but she has confessed to me. I didn't know what to do. I said, "Where is Sahaja Yoga and where is this horrible leader?" He used to send me a big bill every time I visited this place. He got a hall which was for £1,000 per night. For 2 nights he got it, and I had to pay that money. My husband used to joke that other gurus make money here, my wife is sending money from. I told him that, you see, this is only for France, I'll have to work out because I'm worried about French people and I must work it out, so you please don't mind. Then when I talked to Alexander about it, he said, "I'll have to send back my wife because now I can't afford her without being the leader." I said, "Don't threaten me. If you want to send her, you send her away. I'm not going to be threatened by these things." Okay. And in Sahaja Yoga, nothing is hidden, nothing is kept secret. But I didn't want to expose him or to talk against him. Because, you see, it would not have been graceful to do, but I was not afraid of him. I was surprised the way he was criticizing Mari. He himself was such a wrong person. So I reached the conclusion that those who criticize a good leader, there's something wrong with it. And I sent a circular all over saying that no leader should be criticized. Do not try to find faults with a leader. I can look after the leader myself. And you better look after yourselves. And I wanted to find out why there is so much criticism of the leaders in France. Nowhere it happened like that. Maybe that, you see, you had a revolution, French Revolution, and the king and queen you criticized so much, and you got your freedom so-called from the queen. Maybe that is one of the basic historical reasons might be. So to criticize somebody is a sort of a historical upbringing. But even then, I would say French were wrong, because Marie Antoinette, whatever she did as a queen. And in Russia I went, even the Tsars did the same. In every country where the queen and the king lived, they did the same. But she was very creative. If you see to the good points of her, you must try to see her good points. She was an extremely creative person. She gave so much work to the artists. She gave them so many ideas. She made beautiful furniture. She decorated her palaces with such beautiful things. She actually gave a complete vent to the Renaissance development in your country. I mean, when I went to see her palace, everybody told me, have you seen her palace? I mean, there's nothing else to show but her palace to people nowadays. I mean, that's what she's done the job. When I went to see, I saw the greatness of this lady. And I'm sure somebody must have deceived her, and people criticized her for nothing at all. I just don't understand what was there to criticize. That was the pattern of those days. Every king and queen did the same as she did. She didn't do anything worse. She didn't kill anybody. She didn't do anything very bad. And if you see, say, the kings of England, horrible kings and queens, Bloody Mary, and then we have got this one man who marries 7 wives, kills them. Horrible things they have done.
For example?
And still the royalty is on. Even now the ladies make their hairdressers like this, Princess Diana and all that. All over the world. They go as king and queen, and the British have put their king and queen at a very great height. You see, wherever they go, such a little country like that, you see people call it ex-Great Britain. But still, how much they are propagating. And English are very proud. They would never criticize their authority of a leader. Never. While the leader who was Gavin had a mad wife, and quite a problem we had, I could see, but nobody would say a word. If I said so, they would keep quiet. And that's why today you find Sahaja Yoga is spread so well. So one has to remember that this is not politics. This is not some king and queen ruling you. Sahaja Yoga is a very different thing. It is your mother loves you very much, and she wants you to rise higher and higher to enter into the kingdom of God. You know what French life is, where your children are going to go, what's going to happen to them. Think of it. It's hell here. Was hell once I came here. Nobody's wife is safe, nobody's husband is safe, everybody trying to break the family system, so many divorces coming up, everybody getting drunk and addicted to drugs and all kinds of things. Now AIDS coming from America. Everything is surrounding us. We are in a very big mess. We have to save our children. We have to save ourselves. And we have to become pure. But with our own understanding about life, whatever they have tried has failed. You can see it around. People now believe in anarchy. So when God's kingdom has to come on this earth, we must understand the nature of Sahaja Yoga. When you come to Sahaja Yoga, you are coming into the temple of God. All the deities want to welcome you. They want to look after. They want to give all the blessings. And they want you to give those powers by which you can give realization to others and improve their lives. Now, I know that maybe this historical factor or whatever it is,
Yes.
or maybe the style the media is, the way the politics is in every democratic country. We always judge others. Now the ultimate judgment that is before us is the judgment of God Almighty. We have to judge ourselves. In the Quran it is written, your hand will give the witness against you. It will give witness against you. At the time of Qiyamah, meaning the resurrection. So that is this time. You allow your hands to speak and they'll tell you what's wrong with you. Allow your feet to speak and they'll tell you what's wrong with you. You become like a mirror, you can see yourself clearly what you are, and you can also cure yourself, correct yourself, cleanse yourself, because you've got the power to do it. You are such powerful people. You are such powerful people. But this power cannot come to you if you challenge the authority of your leaders. I have given them the authority, and if you challenge them, you are challenging me directly. Moreover, how can I help you individually? You have to help yourself, and your leader has to help. And supposing you go to a university and you have to learn something from your professor, and as soon as you see the professor, you start criticizing his suit or his nose. Children also understand the joke. So, that is not a sign of intelligence, of pure intelligence. It's a sign of ego. And ego makes a person stupid. Is a nice story written about this in the Ramayana by Valmiki. Narada once got into the realm of ego, and he started saying that, what do I care for anyone? I am such a great celibate person. I have never married. Even Shiva had to marry. I have never married. I am such a great brahmachari. And when he was walking on the road, he met two people who were sent by Sri Krishna to befool him. And Vishnu had sent him to befool this fellow, his ego. So these two persons came and started telling him, you are such a handsome man, you are such a great person, greater than Shiva, greater than any of the gods. So he became greater stupid fool. His ego, if he swells up like this, start floating in the air. It's like a plastic. You can't see the reality. You think no end of yourself, I'm so great. But that's not reality. Now this fellow believed that he was the most handsome man going. Then they said, we have come to tell you that there is a beautiful woman, she is the princess, and her Swayamvara is going to be performed, for which you are the most suitable man. Because she says she will marry the most handsome and the most intelligent, and you are the most intelligent and the most handsome man. So he said, where is the wedding? He said, in Maya Nagari.
In
Maya Nagari actually means a city of illusion. So they took him there, and he saw a big pendal and every arrangement made, big music was on and all that, and then they all sat in line, you see, waiting for the princess to come in. So the princess came out with her garland, and she went round, and she was, very shy. And when she faced Narada, she just laughed. She forgot everything, laughed aloud. Not only giggled, but laughed. And then she went ahead. So he asked them, what's the matter? They said, we don't know. She might come back, let us wait. She must have been very happy to see such a handsome man. But she never came back. So they went out, and he said, now let me go and now rest for a while. So he wanted to wash his face in the lake. When he looked into the water, he was amazed. He was looking like a monkey. So he got very angry with these two persons, and he said, why did you befool me like this? They said, sir, we did not befool. It's your ego which makes you out into a stupid personality. You were sitting there and criticizing everybody, saying he's ugly looking, he's useless, he's good for nothing. You were the one looking like a monkey. And you were such a stupid fool. Even when we told you this is Maya Nagari, you did not think that Maya Nagari is just an illusion. So you lived in an illusion about yourself, and there was no princess, there was nothing of the kind. Only your illusion created all those things. So this is what ego is. And this ego cannot give you anything but illusion and stupidity. Now, this has to be understood very clearly, that you have to be prepared to face yourself. You are people, if you are really French and if you really love your country and your countrymen, you have to become something special. Those people who are getting drowned, if you have to save them, you must know how to swim. So, I have to tell you that please try to understand that whatever your leader has to say to you, you have to listen and you have to work it out. Now, it happened once in Switzerland. There was one English girl married to a Swiss. She was a brute, absolute brute. And she started telling people against Arnaud. And they formed a big majority. They all signed and sent me all the complaints against Arnaud. And then their leader telephoned to me. So they said, Mother, please ask Arnaud to resign. Otherwise, we all will resign. Threatening me. I said, you better all resign, I will have Arnaud. And they were shocked. I said that if I have made Arnaud the leader, I must have seen something in that person. And things changed. So this is one thing, because when I tell anything to Patrick, he says, Mother, I'll tell, but I don't know. He is not so sure that you will listen to him. I could read that very clearly. He like or not other leaders. He doesn't talk like that. And I feel very sorry. And as you know, I play tricks. And yesterday I played a trick on him. When he told me that some ladies used to fight and he gave them to make a nice, squid for me. In that creativity they became very friendly. So I said it openly. That's my trick. And I said that's the trick of a leader, to see if he is going to be criticized. And I knew that he was criticized. Didn't like that he told me this. He is there to tell me about it. He has to report to me. But if you have faith in my love, you should not doubt anything. Now, we are here to judge ourselves and not to judge others. I know the French are very individualistic, but all the individuals now have to enter into my being. You have to all become part and parcel of the Virat. The microcosm has to become the macrocosm. For that, you have to give up your small, limited personality. You have to become very large, big. But what do you have to surrender is your ego. That's the stupid thing which covers you up completely in the head here and doesn't allow you to grow. So, if you fight with it, it will exhaust you. For example, your ego is here and you are here. So light falls and you fight with your own image. or your shadow. Then you are exhausted. Then you say, Mother, I've been fighting with my ego, but the ego doesn't go. It's an illusion.